Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver are too easy. So what happens when I add rules to make it a little bit harder? This is a Pokemon randomized Nuzlocke challenge with an added twist. For every gym badge I obtain, I lose the ability to use one type of Pokemon. This is done by a wheel spin with every type on it. Whatever the wheel lands on, that type is banned forever. Here's how the story unfolds. We start off in the lab, where one choice could decide a run, the starter Pokemon. The options I got were Victory Bell, Zubat and Vespiquen.
Ooh.
I decided to go with Vespiquen. I know I needed a final evolution, so that ruled out Zubat. I've never used Vespiquen in a run, so I thought why not give it a go. We then make our way up to Route 30 to see the GOAT, Professor Oak, talking to Mr. Pokemon about a mystery egg. We're then given the mystery egg to take back to Professor Elm, and on our way back we stumble across a criminal up to no good. Books!
Level 5. Come on then. That's annoying. Victory Bell's faster than thinking about it. That's crazy. Okay. And a little simple gust again. Thanks for coming. See you later. Ta-ra.
After delivering the egg back to the lab, it's time for us to get our encounters. Cherubi is first, followed by a Mantine and a Celio. Not an ideal start, as I now have 2 water types and 2 flying types in my team, but these are followed up by a Gengar Route 31 and a Golbat in the Dark Caves. After reaching Violet City, there are still a few encounters we can grab. Togekiss is grabbed from the ruins and Snorunt from Sprout Tower. To round off our encounters, we go to Route 32 and pick up the big chunky boy, Bibarel. Our 9 encounters so far could have been so much better. Although I'm feeling confident for the first gym, having 3 water types and 4 flying types is not ideal. One bad wheel spin and we could be in trouble. With the encounters, we go to Sprout Tower and get surprised by God itself, Arceus. He was no match for Chunky Boy and Co, as we made light work of them. And honestly, we breezed through the whole tower without any scare at all. This is our team of warriors going into the first gym. Level cap is 13, so I leveled all my Pokemon up to level 12. We don't have a huge range of types, but what we do have is evolutions, which are vital for the starter randomizers. We breeze through the gym trainers and get to Falkner. He leads with a Yanmega, but luckily we have Celio to counter. A couple of Powder Snows, and it's down. It was then time for his ace Pokemon, a mighty Torchic. Yeah, sorry little guy.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming.
Celio literally breezed through the gym on its own, and it was time for the dreaded wheel spin.
We are praying for no water and no flying. I will shuffle so you know it's not rigged. See? Not rigged, not rigged. Are you ready?
No more fly, please.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Yep. We've just lost the most abundant type in all of Pokemon, and half of our winning gym team. Bibarel, Mantine, and MVP Celio, it's to the bandbox for you, I'm afraid. This now means I'm not allowed to use any water types at all, even if I find new ones in encounters. After getting your first gym badge, you are given the egg delivered earlier to take care of. You are also able to grab an old rod just outside of Union Cave. I went back to Violet City, where I got a Mankey, Cherry Grove to get a Pinsir, and New Barktown to get a Golem. All pretty decent encounters and different typing to what I originally had in the team. Route 33, we get a Combusken, which is huge and will help us massively later in the run. In Union Cave, I thought I got a clean sweep of encounters with a Vileplume, but it had Sandstream. We make our way down Slowpoke Well, where Team Rocket, surprise surprise, are up to no good again. Our encounter in the well is a Purugly, which again, for early game, is not the worst thing, but I definitely wasn't happy with it.
Big fat cat.
Here's an updated list of all of our encounters. We needed to defeat Proton to save the Slowpokes, which we did very slowly but surely.
Magnitude is nice. Gliscor. Stop sun attacking me, please. Let's just keep going. We'll keep throwing rocks. Rock after rock if we can actually hit one, please. Nice. One more. Bang. Thank you for coming.
Yo. Thanks so much, bro, as I am a slowpoke. Cheers, mate.
With all my encounters done, there is one more thing we can do before the gym battle, and that's hatch the egg. But I made a slight little oopsie whilst doing so. Books! This is a fight you usually do after the gym, where the level cap is raised, but it looks like we're going to do it now. Books leads with Feraligatr, as I lead with Golem, a complete mismatch. I switch to Vespiquen, who composes the ship and defeats Feraligatr. Nidoqueen is up next, and I pivot to Golem and make light work of it. His final Pokemon is a Victory Bell, so we switch to Combusken, who was 4 levels lower. We safely switch back to Vespiquen after being put to sleep and finish off the battle. We definitely got away with one there. Anywho, back to hatching our egg, which took a while, and eventually a Fire Horse pops out, which is not really what I wanted. This team compared to my Gym 1 team is a lot stronger and a lot more diverse, which is what we needed. It's time to take on Bugsy as he leads with Kavana Unana. We lead with Big Fat Cat to take down the Piranha comfortably. But then, a big boy comes out. Mewtwo.
If you want some, I'll give it you.
A cheeky hypnosis and a few faint attacks later, he joins Piranha in Cuckoo Land. His last Pokemon is a Banette, which is easy for us with a super effective faint attack. We've now given out 2 MVPs, one for Celio, the streets will not forget you my boy, and Perugly. Surely the wheel won't take away both MVPs, right?
Right, 2 gym badges down. We now lose another type. On my knees, it's not a common type. We don't want flying, and we probably don't want normal, to be honest, for the run to last as long as we can. Not my Gengar. Not my Gengar. Oh, this wheel can literally suck a fart out of my bumhole.
Hey, yo!
Gone before I ever really get to use him. Gengar and Ghost types are added to the ban list, but we still had a lot of Pokemon to choose from, so this wasn't too bad of a result. We've now lost 4 Pokemon to the wheel after losing Water and Ghost types, so it's time to get some more encounters. And this first one couldn't have been much better. We get an Aerodactyl from the forest, which is massive, but also adds to our flying type list. After that, we headbutt some trees in Azalea Town to get this beauty, to then be brought back down to Earth as our Route 34 encounter was a banned Manaphy.
We can't use it because it's water type. Oh, the pain and the struggles.
We arrive at Goldenrod, and this is a team as both new encounters, Flygon and Aerodactyl, come straight into the team. The level cap for this gym is 19, so again we go in 1 level under. After making our way through the trainers, it's time for our 3rd gym battle, Whitney. Her first Pokemon is a Chikorita, which again is a walk in the park. But then the Baniri comes out at a point where the run has been a bit too easy so far, and my concentration is down.
How could you do this to me?
Baniri lines up with Frustration, which for those who don't know, has more power the more the Pokemon dislikes its user. With this being a randomizer, this Baniri will not be a huge fan of Whitney, so this move does a lot of damage, and Cumberskin was a casualty of this gym.
Dearly. Cumberskin, I'm sorry.
Those of you that watch my live stream will be very used to me making these sort of mistakes. 3rd gym badge is obtained nonetheless, and this means another wheel spin.
I very nearly forgot to do the wheel spin in all the commotion with Cumberskin, but we do also lose another type, and if it is flying type, I will cry on camera right now.
Please, do not be flying type.
Oh, no, my Aerodactyl! Oh, this isn't fair. This isn't fair. I'm losing good Pokemon every single time.
After just getting my Aerodactyl, he's been taken away from me and added to the banned list. That banned list dead box is starting to fill up and I don't like it. This is now the team after our victory over Whitney. Just as I thought I couldn't have anything nice in life, our next 2 encounters quickly changed my opinion. In Route 35, we pick up a Dragonite, and in National Park, this happens.
Really quick. Sorry.
Yep, we just got a Dragonite and Rayquaza back to back, which is crazy. There is only one problem with this. It is adding to our huge list of flying types that we currently have. In Route 36, we pick up a Swalot, which is not the worst considering we didn't have many poison types. In Route 37, we find a Heracross, which is really good for us. There's a few encounters in and around Ecruteak City, which I'll catch you up on. We get an Uxie while fishing, and a Piloswine in a burnt tower. Route 38, we get another Unreal encounter, which is a Beldum chilling in the grass. Mount Mortar was a special encounter for me as we pick up Flaffy. Just look how happy I am. We then fought Bucks in the tower, and with our new additions, I was not worried about this fight at all. Rayquaza literally swept the whole fight, and I was basically playing Press A Simulator. After clearing out the gym trainers, it was time to grab our 4th gym badge. Morty leads with a Vigoroth, and we of course enter with Rayquaza. Houndour then comes in to suffer the same fate. Gengar next drops to a Crunch, and the final Pokemon is a Kabutops, which at least puts up some sort of fight before being defeated. Our 4th gym badge goes in our pocket, and it's time to spin the wheel. The wheel is up. It is time. Do we shuffle? No, I'm not going to shuffle. It's spinning anyway, it's fine. Again, flying types. We don't want a flying type, please. We can deal with losing either of those. Dark is fine. We can lose Dark type. That's absolutely fine. So Dark type is gone. We lose Dark types, which I'm more than happy to drop as we haven't really got anything anywhere. Another gym down, which means more encounters. We missed our Route 42 encounter, so we go back and we pick up a Raikou. Very nice. At this point, it looks rigged, but I assure you this run is being done legit. We got to Route 39 next, where another big boy's picked up, Snorlax. We go fishing in Olivine City to find ourselves a Blossom as well. Our Route 40 encounter is a banned Nuzlocke, so this can't be used, and we keep on surfing through 41, and we find a Blissey, paddling along. Next up is Cyanwood City, and we find an Executor to finish up our encounters. The level cap for the next gym is 31, so there's one thing for us to do before then. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Look at you. Look, that's you on the screen. Look, that's you. Come on. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
After navigating through the gym, we reach Chuck, who only has 2 Pokemon. He leads with Drifloon, which is pretty straightforward, and then a Golduck, who is annoyingly fiddly and required me to do a couple of switches. He's gonna die. Oh, he's gonna die. Never mind. I'm making a meal out of this. The confusion off. Stop healing now! Right, let's switch. We've only got Thunder Shock. I would have rely on the goat. You see, rely on the goat. That's 5 badges in the pocket, and it's time to lose another type. That's not spinning around anymore, so you know I'm not cheating. Right, please no flying, please no electric, and I will smile. Please, please, please! I'm in a nightmare. I'm in a nightmare. I'm in a nightmare. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here anymore. I want to get off the bus, please. We've lost our starter as well. We've lost our starter as well. And just like that, the run's just spun on its head. Just like that. It's time to rebolster the team with some encounters. Route 43, we find a banned Kabuto, and our shiny Gyarados is actually a shiny Milotic, which is also banned and we can't use it. Whilst walking back through Route 43, we stumble across a Shaman. At the time, I didn't actually notice this is one of the legendary dogs, and it actually would have been legal to use, but hey-ho. We carry on. We plough through the rocket hideout to get the electrodes to chill out. Right, so we've now got 3 electrode static encounters, which will all be different Pokemon, obviously. Same as always. If it's something that's been banned, we can't use it. But if it's something that hasn't been banned, we can use it. Number 1, we've already got it, so we can't catch that one. Fair enough. Oh, I have to defeat it, don't I? Okay. Number 2 is a Gloom. We've already got a Blossom and a Vileplume. Oh, what's going on here? A chance at some freebies. I'm just not getting them. And that's a Water and Flying type. Okay, so the 3 electrodes, we can't use any of them. Fair enough. Right, we're in Mahogany, where the level cap is 34. And as you can see, our Uxie is 35. So we're going to have to switch out Uxie. I decided to take on Price first instead of Jasmine, as he has a lower level cap. He leads with Mighty Yenna and we bring out Piloswine. He does hit us with a burn, so we switch to Heracross to finish it up. He then brings out Pidgeot, so we pivot to the Goat, who deals with the extra large Pigeon quickly. His last is a Mime Jr, and after a few discharge spams, he is defeated. Right, here we go. I'm praying. No Psychic, no Electric, no Normal.
Please.
Are you joking me? What's going on? What's happening? What is happening? This looks like I've rigged it. I swear to God, this is one spin done. And this is what's happening. Oh my days. Executor. Gone. Uxie. Gone. Beldum, I didn't even get a chance to use it. Gone. This isn't fair, this isn't fair. It's not fair. The run is now starting to get a little bit more tough. I go hunting for more encounters, but it's to no avail. A banned Bronzor and a banned Sneasel in Route 45. The wheeler's having a field day. I head back west to Route 47, looking to change my luck. An old friend appeared. I enter the Safari Zone where I'm allowed 1 encounter for the whole area. Hoping for something to help strengthen my squad, I get a banned Geodude. We got into the fight with Jasmine without a single addition to the team. She decided to kick me whilst I was down and she sends out a Mewtwo. Piloswine puts in some damage, but I need to swap as he's low. Out comes Snorlax as Jasmine full heals Mewtwo. No, you're joking me. It was time for Snorlax to get physical as he slams his belly on Mewtwo repeatedly until it's down. Next up is Bastiodon, so I switch to my fighting Heracross. They try to set up with Iron Defense, but a Brick Break does huge damage and we see off the Bastiodon. Ninjask is Jasmine's final Pokemon, but an Aerial Ace does the job for us. Vitally, we get through the gym with no losses to the team. Shuffle. We're wanting... What do we want to get rid of here? I want to get rid of... Probably Steel, you know. I haven't got any Steel types. Steel or Dragon, probably. I know Flygon's Dragon, but... Please.
It's going to poison. It's going to poison. What have we got poisoned? That's Swallow, Vileplume.
The wheel spin is up, and fortunately we only lose poison types. This means we say goodbye to Swalot and Vileplume, both of which we probably wouldn't have used anyway. There's two things we need to do before we can take on the 8th gym. First, we need to clear out Team Rocket from Goldenrod City. We make light work of Petrol and obtain a basement key from him. On our way to deal with the rest of Team Rocket, we're stopped by that pesky Bucks again. Apart from a light scare for Pillar Swine, we make it through the fight with no casualties, and on we go to take on Team Rocket. We make our way to Archer, looking like a classic villain staring out a top floor window. He has a little surprise in his pocket as he brings out Darkrai. Die. What the? We seamlessly take care of it. The rest of his team are a Mankey and an Empoleon, which we just pivot for and deal with. After saving the region, there are a couple encounters I can go get. Route 44, we are met with what could well save this run, Dialga.
Oh my god. Get in.
It's a good thing we didn't get Steel on that wheel spin. 2 more encounters after this area, Chikorita, which is pretty decent, followed up by this thing.
Oh, what the hell?
Our next encounter isn't much better.
Route 45. Please. Oh, what on earth?
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
It's time for the Claire fight. This is the team we have, and we're leaving with Ampharos. Now, let me tell you, this fight is one hell of a roller coaster of a fight, so strap yourselves in and get ready. Claire leads with Diglett, so we immediately have to pivot out and switch to Blossom. Blossom's Magic Leaf is enough to one-shot the Diglett, as she then brings out an Ekans. Ekans is one-shot by an Earthquake from Pillar Swine, so that's 2 down for Claire. So far, so good. Claire then brings out Manaphy, but with Blossom already on the field, Mega Drain should be able to deal with this. She then uses Supersonic, and we hit ourselves in confusion, so we switch back to Ampharos and hit a Discharge. Claire's Manaphy uses Bubble Beam, and it crits my Ampharos, so at this point I'm thinking, I'm in trouble. We then switch to Dialga to just sweep up the Manaphy. I was hoping a Dragon Claw would have been enough, but sadly it wasn't, and one of the most annoying things happened, she hyper potions. Manaphy now full health. We're chipping away with Dialga, chipping away. I use an Earth Power to try and lower its special defense to no avail. I then switch to using Ancient Powers for some stat increases for an easy last fight. Claire then Bubble Beam spams as I Ancient Power spam. I didn't get 1 stat increase, which is not ideal. Claire then brings out Regirock, which is where the fight takes a turn. I immediately pivot out from Dialga because we cannot afford to lose that. Regirock then Iron Defenses, raising its defense by 2. I Brick Break, and it's quite simply a tickle on the Regirock. It then Iron Defenses again, and at this point, I am in deep trouble. I didn't want to switch too soon because I want to try and get some chip damage away, so I hammer through Brick Breaks, trying to chop through those big boulders. It then heals with a Berry, which is not ideal. The Ancient Powers and Heracross is weak. I get 1 more Brick Break in before switching out, and I bring in Pillar Swine. Regirock now begins to curse. This is really, really not good. I use Earthquake, even though it's +6 defense. Again, just for some chip damage, because I know this is the last Pokemon, so I'm just trying to get this done one way or another. I hit a few Ice Fangs, hoping for a freeze, and Superpower hits. At this point, panic is really setting in. I now bring in Blossom. As the Regirock is +6 defense, I'm needing to try and use special attacks instead. So Mega Drain doesn't really do too much, as Regirock begins to curse again. No, please! And then she full restores. I use Stun Spore to paralyze it, as I know this is going to be a long ride. But Regirock with 1 superpower wipes out Blossom. I'm looking at the team. I'm scrambling for ideas. Rapidash, it's your turn. Now, obviously, I know this is a complete mismatch, but I think in terms of the run, the other 3 are more important than Rapidash at the moment. So all I try and do is get flinches of extra sensory. Hopefully, with a few flinches and a couple moves Regirock being paralysed, we can get through this. Regirock curses again, raising his attack even more. It's paralysed and can't move, and then Superpower hits. We wince, and we watch Rapidash's health zip down to 0. Dialga comes out and finishes the job with an Aura Sphere. Now, I could have managed that fight a lot better. In terms of damage limitation at the end, I think we did okay. 8th gym badge obtained. That's not good. That is not good. These are the Pokemon I have available to use. It's a depleted and exhausted squad, but 1 final wheel spin awaits. Shuffle, 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 and spin. Please, please, just be something not too important. I can't believe what this is doing to me! The one thing I couldn't afford to lose was Dialga, the banker, the one that wouldn't fail, and couldn't fail. Gone. Flygon all sorts of parts to the bandbox, and honestly at this point, all hope had gone. We're in deep, deep trouble. After our final wheel spin, This is the 6 that will lead us into the Victory Road and challenge the Elite Four and Champion. I had to make a quick visit to the Ecrutique Theatre where I completely forgot about the challenge they set out. We have to fight all of them one by one with no healing in between fights. We very nearly lost Ampharos during this, but in anime style, he holds on to win the battle. Oh my. My mother keeps trying to call me after times of stress. Stop calling me! Our World Islands encounter is a Venusaur, which would have been incredible if poison types weren't banned. Right, what is it going to be? It's not going to be a Lugia, it's going to be something different. And it is... Our Route 26 encounter is another banned Pokemon. This time, Marshtomp. It's time to grab our final encounter of the run. In Victory Road, we find something that will help us so much with the Elite Four and Champion, Flareon. That's what we needed! That is what we needed. Just before we can step foot inside Indigo Plateau, we are stopped once again by our rival Bucks. No, leave me alone, Bucks, mate. I'm sick of you. As always, it's a breeze of a fight until Giratina comes out and does quite a bit of damage.
Now that's a lot of damage!
But a couple of pivots during the fight and we get through unscathed. Lovely. That was in Victory Road. Get me in there right now. The time has finally come for us to challenge the Elite Four and Champion. We've lost so many fallen soldiers along the way due to the dreaded wheel spins and also a couple to my lack of concentration. But this is the final team I'll be taking into the Elite Four. We march towards Will as he sends out a Cacnea. Our new arrival Flareon deals with the Cacnea, no problem. Next, Will sends out his 8th Pokemon, a measly Love Disc, which Ampharos deals with. I can't quite believe my luck as he sends out a Nidoran, which again Ampharos takes care of. Jinx is next to fall, and then a Zubat comes out to complete the quad for Ampharos. That is one of the easiest Elite Four fights I have ever done. Next up is Koga, who leads with a Politoed. I switch to Ampharos and Discharge. Scared by the big boy's power, he switches to his second strongest Pokemon, a Cacnea. Ampharos makes light work of it and Pupitar is out next. I test Pupitar's strength with a Signal Beam before switching to Meganium. Mistake number 1 is to follow. I commit to a Petal Dance to finish off Pupitar, and out next comes Beautifly. Unable to stop dancing, Meganium falls. Heracross comes out seeking vengeance, takes out Beautifly and a Magcargo. Koga then full heals his Politoed, so we switch to Snorlax to commence the squashing. Koga defeated. Meganium, thank you for your services. The third member of the Elite Four, Bruno. We are a team of 5 and immediately we need to pivot. Ampharos comes in and discharges floats all the way. Trico next drops to a single Signal Beam. Butterfree also drops to 1 discharge. And that is Ampharos' work done for this battle. Raikou takes his place to defeat Xatu and to bring out Bruno's final Pokemon, a Kecleon. It proved to be tougher than it looked, so Heracross is needed to come in and finish the job. 3 Elite Four members down. It's now time for the final Elite Four member, Karen. One by one, Flareon takes care of Karen's Pokemon with Fire Fangs. We switch out to Heracross as we are confused by Swagger, and a couple of Brick Breaks later, Karen is defeated. The journey now comes down to this. My 5 warriors against Lance's 6 champions. Here's how it went. This is what it all comes down to, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it all comes down to. Come on. That's not an ideal start, but we'll switch out for Ampharos. Okay, then we discharge. Yeah, Sandshrew. No, I'm gonna gamble. I'm gonna gamble. Signal Beam. Signal Beam. Right, okay, 2 down. 2 down, 2 down, 2 down. Oh, that's scary, actually. Flareon comes back out. This is level 50 as well. He missed. Fire Fang, please. We're gonna have to sack. We're gonna have to sack. Oh my god, he switched out. Oh my god, he switched out. Let's Raikou and Spark. Spark. Okay, Paralyze, that's good. We Shadow Ball. Should kill. Nice. Metagross is back out. Shadow Ball. Oh, please, don't die. Yes. Stop it now. Shadow Ball. And again. Okay. Okay. Spark does nothing. He's got 2 left. We're going to Shadow Ball. Okay, we're going to Reflect because this will sponge a Body Slam. Oh no. Oh my days, he sponged it. Switch out. All my heroes stay alive. We're going to switch to Heracross. We're going to Aerial Ace. Oh, Heracross, no! We'll go Snorlax. And we'll Body Slam. Oh, no, that's not good. Okay, that's fine. Body Slam. I know we can switch Flareon, but... Okay. Paralyze off, that's good. Stop it! Yeah. Go on. Oh my days. 1 to go. 1 to go, and it's a Krogunk. It's a Krogunk. Body Slam. Squash him! Squash him! No, don't be paralyzed. Squash him! You've got to squash him! You've got to squash him now! Squash him! Yes! Come on! Come on. We've done it.
We're the champion. We are the champion. Oh my days, that was stress. Hey, Meganium and Heracross, thank you for your services. Sadly, they won't be here to see the ceremony. With the final squash of the challenge, we are champions, and this type loss challenge is complete. Thank you all for watching. If you guys did enjoy the video, please do subscribe and leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.